And we're back. I am Chris.
I'm Mark.
We are the Incredible Hoax. You've asked for it. You've got it. Now a spoiler-filled review of Star Wars The Force Awakens. So if you don't want spoilers, just don't even watch this episode because we're going to talk openly about everything starting now.
Yes, this is the Force Awakens Full Monty review.
Monty. Han Solo dies at the end. Just go and just get out the biggest one. Han Solo dies at the end.
That's the big.
So if you're still watching, and I've already warned you,
you're warned.
Totally just was a dick to you.
They hate us. They didn't.
Well, they were actually a dick to themselves.
Yeah, we warned you. Please, for the love of God.
I loved it. It was my favorite movie of the year. I've seen it 3 times as of today. I plan on seeing it at least once more. Saw IMAX is one of them. Yours was IMAX. I loved it. I loved I guess talk about all the good. I love the way they reintroduced the original trilogy characters.
Yeah.
The Millennium Falcon reveal was probably the best one. It was orgasmic the way the Millennium Falcon was revealed.
Yeah, that was the bring down the house moment when we saw it opening night.
It was chills up down my spine. So speaking of the original universe people, I thought Harrison Ford did a fantastic job.
Yep.
I thought he was probably his best performance in God knows how long, to be honest with you. He was really in the moment and really... Yeah. It was great to see Carrie Fisher. You know, she didn't ask a lot. She wasn't asked to do a lot, but you know, it was good seeing her. You know?
They gave her character a lot of exposition, but if you go back and look at the trilogy, the original trilogy,
that's all she did there.
That's all she did there too. A lot of it anyway.
Luke doesn't show up till the end, so there's not a lot to say about Luke. I love the way they introduced R2-D2. That was fantastic. The way they brought him back into it, where he powers up at the end. Mm-hmm. Now the new characters. I loved Rey. Rey was my favorite new character. She's amazing. Mm-hmm. I'm really into her story.
Yeah.
Finn, I think I liked more than you, but I did like him. And Poe, Oscar Isaac. I like both those. I like their chemistry together. I love their chemistry when they escaped the Death Star. In terms of bad guys, Kylo Ren is a unique villain compared to what we originally seen, but I do think he's a villain of our time.
Yeah.
They decided to go with a character who's kind of more of our who we are now, or where we're at now.
But he's also kind of a villain in the making, too.
Yes. He's kind of like Anakin was at some point in his journey.
This is a guy in the process of going further bad,
Special effects were great. The story was great. Music was perfect.
John Williams knocking it out of the park once again.
What else is there to say about it? I mean, I've seen it 3 times now. I don't even know what to say about it. One of the complaints has been that it tied to the original trilogy too much, and I don't accept that criticism. I see that as a strong point because that was one of the problems with the prequels. The prequels took a giant crap on the originals. Mm-hmm. And Lucas, to be quite honest, with the special editions for 20, 30 years or whatever it's been, has taken a giant crap on the originals. So to see a movie embrace it, I've been driven to tears all 3 times I've seen the movie. At different points. Yeah,
I've actually been, each time I've seen it, I've been moved more and more. Yeah. That's a hallmark of I think, a great movie.
So I praise it for embracing the originals. I think that's one of its best suits, is that it embraces the originals. So go for it.
I've heard that quite a bit too, and I'll just keep going with what you're talking about. I'm hearing that a lot in terms of it borrowed too much from A New Hope. You're hearing, it's the same plot.
So
to a certain degree, I say, so what? That's right. But I also think they're selling this film short of what J.J. Abrams and Kathleen Kennedy, the producer, was trying to do. Mm-hmm. They're trying to reinvigorate the franchise. They're trying to reintroduce the franchise and get it back to what it should be. And this film served very much, as I keep calling it, it's like a bridge movie. Yeah. This is a bridge to get us from the original trilogy to what this new generation is going to be. And on that level, it does that great. I can't imagine it really couldn't do it any better than what it does. So there's that issue. One other thing I'll say too is just for fans, people love Han Solo.
Yeah.
Love Han Solo. They have got to be ecstatic that J.J. Abrams gave you a Han Solo adventure. I mean, he's like him and Rey are the main characters of this particular film. Yeah. They really are. They carry all the weight. So you get
Finn. I mean,
Finn. Yeah, I don't want to sell him short. If you're been wanting a Han Solo story with Harrison Ford, guess what? This is it. This is what you've been waiting for. And so on that level, fans have got to be geeking out on that level. I did think it was just a small thing. I never meant it to be. I did say that I thought John Boyega as Finn I thought was the weak link. That does not mean to say, oh, he was terrible. He was, I just thought I thought he was at times not as good as the others. But we're talking about, it's a game of inches here that I'm really talking about, and it's not that big a deal. I think he will continue to get better. I think my thing was I thought his story really fit for like a one film thing. And we know, because this is spoilers now, we know he's alive at the end of the film. I'm like, well, where are you going to go with this character? Because he's going to have to start being better as a fighter and less clumsy or less awkward and whatnot. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see if he can, and Boyega as a performer can give us a more mature performance going forward. But his purpose here was to be somewhat of a comic relief and to keep things kind of light, and he does that for the most part. And like I said, it wasn't a big deal for me, but I do think he is the weak link of the main cast. But it's just a small little ticky tack thing.
I really don't agree with any of those comments on Finn. There's nothing you said there about Finn that I agree with. I mean, I understand it. It's your opinion. I thought he was charming. I thought you see the movie through his eyes, and that's kind of why he's there. I don't really see a need for him to grow as an actor or the character. I think that's who he is. I don't think in the next one I have no desire or need in number 8 for Finn needs to grow. That to me comes out of left field. That's like Barney from Andy Griffith needs to grow. That's how that sounds to me. Because that's who he is. He's his charm and endearing is that he's off and a little clumsy, but also a little heroic. He's a little bit of both. So I have no desire to see him grow. I think that's a you thing. But then again, that might be a me thing. So I don't know who's right or wrong on that. I think
like I said, it's just a small thing, but on Incredible Hoax, if nothing else, we are 100% honest at all times with our opinions.
I don't have any desire.
So I'm giving you an unvarnished.
Yeah, I get it. Like I said, I don't share that opinion, but that's what makes the world go around.
Yeah.
Speculation. We really are over time. But 1 sentence speculation on 8. What do you think is going to happen? Okay, let's just do this. Who's Rey's parents?
I think at the end of the day, we'll find out it's Luke's.
Same here. I think it's Luke's too.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy stuff aside, it's Luke's.
Yeah.
All right, we're way over time, so